Okay, good morning, class. So this is our week 2 of our lesson, day 1. So our lesson will be uh, operate CAD software and computer hardware. So this is a continuation of our lesson last week about software and hardware. But today we're just only focusing on the software of the CAD. Identify CAD. So today we're going to learn about identify CAD software features according to software provider. And number 2, explore CAD working environment. So I share here my YouTube link for this lesson. So okay. Before we start, new attendance plan. Okay, so please, as I look at the past recorded video, some of you just answer the quizzes and but you don't watch the video. So for this, I want you, if you're going to watch the video, please drop a comment word done. So in that will be your attendance. No? I see that you watch the video. Pag nakita ko may comment box kayo doon na done, ibig sabihin nanood kayo and you have your attendance for this day. Answer given quiz via Google survey. Do your activity via Google Docs and turn in your Google Classroom. Let's have a review before we start our lesson. What is the difference between a hardware and software? It is the hardware is the physical set of the computer, while the software is the operating system or the application that is inside the computer. So that is the difference between when you say hardware, physical things, you can touch it, like the keyboard, the mouse, the Autodesk. And while the software is the system that is running the computer. Yes, the other is the main brain of the computer. Why should the draftsman must have a knowledge about automated design rather than manual drawing? Manual drawing is the basic step of drafting, while the AutoCAD it is the modern type of drawing system. Because of the modernization of our time and the advancement of technology, we must adapt as a draftsman. We should adapt the new changes of this technology and apply it to us. Because pag nag-apply kayo ng as a draftsman for this day, one of the requirements is the CAD system. Everything today is every design, even games, are modified into CAD system. Okay, so before we head on to our lesson, please answer the pre-test activity that is on the screen today. Okay, that's a multiple choice and that's only a pre-test. Okay, so answer and I share the link at your GC and also in your classroom. Okay, what is in? Today we're going to talk about AutoCAD and was developed by the Autodesk. Actually, CAD it is only one of the software that is developed by Autodesk. Some is Fusion 360, Inventor, BricsCAD. Those are just those are softwares that is developed by Autodesk. This is a faster and easier way to develop and design assets like models, machineries, even construction buildings, houses. It is easier than manual drawing. All construction is based on commands and mouse action, mouse commands. So ganun po siya kadali. Okay. Learning content. Computer system has two basic elements of hardware and software. Hardware and software. So today we're going to focus only in software. That is, our software is AutoCAD 2014. Why 2014? Because the system of 2014 is what you call this? Hindi siya ganun kabigat para para sa Windows XP, no? Wala lang, iniisip ko lang kasi na baka, or yung even the DepEd, no? Baka ilan sa mga estudyante natin ay hindi ay gumagamit pa rin ng mga lumang OS like XP, Windows 7, 8, no? So, we prefer to use this software 2014. So next, for 32-bit, no, these are the system requirements for AutoCAD 2014. You must at least have Windows 8, Windows 8.1, okay, even it is in standard, enterprise, or professional edition. You can also use Windows 7 or Windows XP. For Windows 8, you must have a Pentium 4, Intel, or ADM or Atom dual core, or 3 gigahertz with SSE technology. So, yun ang kailangan. For XP naman, for Windows XP users, at least you have a Pentium 4 or Atom dual processor. So, you must, in your computer, you must have at least 2 gig RAM, more probably 4 gigabyte recommended, no. You must have a free space at least 6 gigabyte or more for installation. This display can has a 1024 by 668, that is for netbook type ng laptop, and for 1600, that is for laptops, no? Okay, so Microsoft Internet Explorer, meron dapat yan kasi for updates ng AutoCAD, kasi may net update siya, no? So kailangan meron siyang Internet Explorer installed from download or DVD. That is for China version. Okay, 64-bit AutoCAD 2014. For 64-bit naman, ito yung mga laptop and desktop naman. At least meron kayo Windows 8, Windows 8.1. It can also run in Windows 7, Enterprise, Ultimate, Professional, and Home Premium. And it can also run in XP, no? Windows XP. It must have Atom 64 SSE technology or ADM Opteron processor, SSE technology, Intel. Okay. You must have also 2 gig RAM and most probably 4 gig RAM. For my laptop, no, I'm using 8 gig RAM, no, para mas run to smoothly. Kasi I use this also for 3D modeling, no. Kailangan mas doble pa sa 4 gig RAM, no. 6 gig free space installation. Sa akin, I probably 10 gig na free kasi kasama na doon yung paggawa, pag-develop ng ating mga asset. Display resolution, true colors, at least 1600, that is laptop size, no, screen. Internet Explorer 7 or later, or yung mga latest. Install, download, and or DVD. For additional requirements, for example, you are targeting to be a 3D modeler, no. I want you to prepare this, no. You must have a Pentium 4 Atom processor, a 3 gigs or greater, gigahertz or greater, Intel or ADM dual core processor, and gigahertz or greater. So, for the RAM, hindi pwede ang 2 gig RAM pag 3D model, no. You must have a 4 gig RAM more, or 6 gigabyte hard disk space available in additional space required for the installation. So, hindi lang 4, kundi 6 and more than, no. And syempre, it can also adapt even in netbook. At least the requirements meron ng netbook, no. And adapter of 1.2 MB greater, and must have also a Microsoft Direct 3D or capable or workstation class graphic card. Yan yung pinakakailangan. Dapat may graphic card. No? Some of your computers maybe have this 4 gig RAM or 1 terabyte, but that has not have a graphic card. Doon tayo magkakaproblema. Hindi gagana yan. Okay. So take note that the AutoCAD 2014 is a final version of the AutoCAD software that will be supported on a Microsoft Windows and also XP. Kaya I'm just thinking that some of you are still using XP and Windows 7. So at least mas maganda gamitin ito. Okay, how to start an AutoCAD. So there are 3 types of how to start an AutoCAD. No? So first one is the double-clicking the icon. After installation of the AutoCAD, a shortcut icon will appear on your desk. No? So you need to double-click or using your left click of your mouse and double-click the icon, and the Autodesk automatically open its operating system or interface. Yeah. Another one is finding, if you cannot find your icon or the shortcut icon on your screen, you can also open it by start menu. So for me, I open my start menu, I search the folder for AutoCAD and find the X icon ng AutoCAD, and that's it. I can open my AutoCAD. And also, next na tayo. You can also open your AutoCAD in some of your works, no? Pag nakapag-save na kayo ng inyong projects, it will be saved into a drawing file. So, meron siyang icon, ito yung icon niya, drawing file. Meron siyang nakalagay na DWG. So, for me, I have my project here. Open my folder. I have my project here, and then yung icon ng drawing. Then, I click it, and that's it. Nag-open na po yung aking AutoCAD. So, that is the 3 steps how to open your AutoCAD. So, let's explore the interface of the AutoCAD. So this is the interface of the AutoCAD. The first one is the application button. What we can see on the application button. The Windows-based menu is displayed when the click an application button. So the application, all the menu is it has contained the common tools for creating, saving, and publishing file. We have the new, open, save as, import, export, publishing, print, drawing utilities, and to close document. So, nadoon lahat yon sa application button. Our next is the quick access toolbar. So, if you don't want to take time to open the application button, you just open. We have here a quick access toolbar, which is meron na tayong mga icon doon for new, open, save as, yung for import and export file to mobile phone. Kasi 2019 kasi itong aking AutoCAD. Next, we have also here the title or the file name of of your drawing asset, no? Okay, so you have here the 2019 drawing. Okay. The menu bar where you can see all the different choices of creating your assets. So we have the solid, the surface, the visualize, the parametric, the insert, the annotate, and okay. So those are different menu. If you're going to, for example, if you're going to have a 3D model, you choose the solid menu. So all the icon for solid menu is at the ribbon. You can see at the ribbon. Okay. So here, solid surface mesh. Yeah. So those are the menu bar. Next, we have also the search box. Okay, this search box has two main function. It searches commands or icons, shortcut icons at your search box. Yan. Parang ano lang rin, search box rin ng Windows. If you're looking for dito, mga software icons, yan. But another use of this search box, it can also be directed to internet. If you are connected into internet, if you are searching for, halimbawa, L-joint, not L-joint, no? Tawag dito? Cylinder, no? Metal cylinder, no? Yung asset na buo na gawa na, no? You can search there na the internet and you can give you access to place where you can download some assets, no? Made by ano. Kasi actually meron nga no. Meron pa nga ditong tawag dito, yung para sa mga pagbibili, no. Okay. Okay. Next, meron tayo dito the ribbon. Actually, the ribbon, ito yung buong interface sa taas po ng AutoCAD. We call that the ribbon. Kasi nadyan na po lahat yung ano, no, ang kailangan natin. No? Okay, so it provides single compact place for operation tools that are relevant to the current workspace. Next, we have also, yung nasa ibaba, command line bar. The command window accepts command system variable inputs and display prompts and guides you through the commands space sequence. Okay. So dito sa ibaba, pag kahit anong command ang tinype nyo, kahit anong ginawa nyo gamit ang mouse, susulat yan dito, mag-a-appear yan dito. Ipapakita niya yung lahat ng history ng inyong ginawa sa project. So, you can also type in your commands here if you want, if you are a type of a draftsman or a AutoCAD operator that if creating a asset is by commands, yan, dito lang siya, nagtatype lang siya dito sa ilalim. Okay. Pwede kasi yun if you want to draw a 5 centimeter line, or you just type in L, 5 cm, angle of 90 degrees. So si AutoCAD automatically gives you a line that by means of commands. Pwede kasi yun. Ayan. Trace setting info bar, quick search. Ayan, meron din tayo dito, no? Okay, naulit lang. Okay, ayan. The UCS, mali yung arrow ko. Ayun, mali yung lagay ng arrow ko. So, ito yung UCS na dito sa may left lower corner. No, it's an active coordinate system that establish X and Y plane. So, may lesson tayo about UCS or coordinates, no? Tuturuan ko muna kayo ng manual coordination bago natin siya i-apply sa AutoCAD. Kasi dapat meron kayong idea about coordinate. Importante kasi yan in construction. Okay, so this is, a drawing toolbar. Sa 2014, nasa may left side nakalagay itong drawing toolbar. Actually, it can move anywhere, no? You can place it anywhere. You just place it there. Pero di sa 2019, nasa ribbon lang siya nakalagay, yung ating drawing toolbar. Ano ba meron sa drawing toolbar? Nandito yung icon ng line, polyline, okay, geometrical shapes, circle, curves, yan, spline. So, nandito yung mga command kung paano ang mga icon kung saan tayo ginagamit natin pang draw or pagguhit or pagbuo ng ating assets, no, ng ating mga design. So, nadyan po nakalagay yan. We call that is a drawing toolbar. Mas malimit natin itong gagamitin sa ating mga following activities. The next one is the modified. So, the modified, ibig sabihin, pag may pagkakamali kayo or gusto nyo baguhin yung itsura ng drawing nyo, you use the modified icons. So for example, the first one is the erase. Yung pagbura, yung copy paste. Meron tayo dito the mirror, and to extrude, yan, meron dito. Yan, yung trim, pan-trim, pamputol, yan. Cut, ayan. Okay, so those are, ito yung explode. No? Yung explode naman, ano ba, from complete solid object, paghihiwa-hiwalayin natin siya doon to explode. Okay, so those are what we call modified. So ibig sabihin, pangbago lang natin siya. Okay, working drawing area. Excuse me. Ang working drawing area, ito yung mismong may mga grid line na to. Ito yung saan tayo magagawa. Okay, so that is it. The area we're going to place your drawing or display. That is the working area. We have also, sa computer kasi, meron tayong mouse pointer, that is the arrow. Dito naman, meron tayong tinatawag na crosshair. Sa AutoCAD, may crosshair. Actually, na-adjust pa yung crosshair na to kung mas malakas. Kasi some of our AutoCAD operators, they use it as like a ruler, no? Over this interface. Kasi hindi mo naman pwedeng ipatong yung ruler sa ibabaw ng interface natin, no? So, you can use that if I don't know if you know my idea what is it, no? So ito po yung crosshair na dito. Okay, next. Ayan, for the last one, our status bar. Status bar, dito nakalagay yung mga snap object, grid, and other drawing aids. Okay, dito nakalagay yung halimbawa gusto mo automatically na lumalapit yung yung crosshair mo doon sa pinaka corner ng drawing. So ipipili mo yung tinatawag nating snap. So snap into corner or snap into the middle, may ganun. So dito lahat ng function for status display. So magagamit rin, gamit na gamit rin to pag nag-project tayo. Kasi ito yung isa-set up natin bago tayo magsimula ng ating mga project. So first, we're going to set up this. The next is to choose what kind of drawing we're going to make. If it is 2D or 3D. Okay. So that's all. That is our lesson for today, guys. No? So for your activity, I prepare this lesson, no? I already displayed this at your GC, no? And already at your classroom. Also, I send you a quiz for this lesson, no? So please verify the quiz, okay, at your GC, and also I put it on your classroom, no? So that's all for today, guys. Thank you for understanding why I'm not be with you live, no? So see you around, and let's have a live session on Wednesday, no? Thank you for understanding, and goodbye for now. Goodbye, class. See you again.